Hello, students, and welcome to your English language class. Today, we'll be reading the first chapter of your supplementary reader, Moments. The title of the story is The Lost Child. Now, The Lost Child is one of the famous stories of Mulk Raj Anand. This story throws light on how a child's mind works. Although tempted by different things in the fair, he finally refuses to have any one of them and keeps shouting for his parents. We find an insight into his mind and how he feels insecure once he gets separated from his parents. All worldly temptations seem worthless to him without his parents around. Now, let us read the story. It was the festival of spring. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat, being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. Now it was the festival of spring, and a fair was going on. A large number of men, women, and children were going to the fair, dressed in colorful clothes. These people were in a joyful mood. A child was also going with his parents to the fair, and he was very happy and was attracted by various things on the way. Come, child, come, called his parents as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. He hurried towards his parents, his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old cold stare of refusal in their eyes. Now, he showed interest in almost everything. That's why he lagged behind again and again, while his parents called him to come along. The child had to run to join his parents. Now, okay, I want that toy, he pleaded. Now, as you know, the children are like that only. Whatever they see, they want to buy, they want to possess it, they want to have it then and there. So he's also like that. He's pleading his parents that I want that toy. His father looked at him red eyed in his familiar tyrant's way. Now, tyrant means a cruel ruler. So his father has that look in his eyes. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender and giving him her finger to hold, said, "Look, child, what is before you." Now, his mother is being very polite and she's understanding that um, the child wants all the things, but वो उसको थोड़ा सा समझाती हैं, थोड़ा सा उसको डिस्ट्रैक्ट करने की कोशिश करती हैं कि देखो देखो आगे क्या है, चलो हम वहाँ जाते हैं. Now it was a flowering mustard field, pale like melting gold, as it swept across miles and miles of even land. Now as you know, spring season में जो mustard fields होती हैं, सरसों के खेत होते हैं, वो बहुत ही सुंदर लगते हैं. तो they were crossing that field और ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे चारों तरफ melting gold, एकदम सुनहरी चादर एक बिछी हुई थी. A group of dragonflies were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings, intercepting the flight of a lone black bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. The child followed them in the air with his gaze, till one of them would still its wings and rest, and he would try to catch it, but it would go fluttering, flapping up into the air when he had almost caught it in his hands. Then his mother gave a cautionary call. Come, child, come onto the footpath. Now he saw beautiful toys in a shop and a mustard field all on the way. He was quite fascinated to see beautiful butterflies, dragonflies, and little insects and worms, and even tried to catch some of them. Now, his mother is also calling him again and again that come with us, come on to the footpath. Now he ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while. Gaily means happily, and abreast means side by side. So he is trying to walk along with them, but because he's getting distracted with all the beautiful things and all the beautiful butterflies and mustard fields and everything that he's seeing for the first time, maybe. So he's getting distracted and he is lagging behind. So every now and then, his mother had to call him. However, soon left behind, attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. Now, all these insects and worms are coming out in the sunshine. Spring season is quite cold, so maybe they are coming out for the sunshine. They want to have a look at the sun. Teeming means full of. Now, come, child, come. His parents called from the shade of a grove. Grove means a forest or a place where you can see so many trees. Where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well, he ran towards them. Now, his parents have stopped to take some rest and they are sitting on the edge of the well and under the shade of a grove. He ran towards them. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove, and forgetting his parents, he began to gather the raining petals in his hands. But lo, he heard the cooing of doves and ran towards his parents, shouting, "The dove, the dove." The raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. Come, child, come, they called to the child who had now gone running in wild capers round the banyan tree. And gathering him up, they took the narrow, winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard fields. Now, a shower of young flowers and cooing of doves seemed to fill his heart with extreme joy. When the child expressed his desire to buy a toy from the toy shop, his father stared at him with red eyes, showing his annoyance. After some time, parents decided to rest under a banyan tree near a well, and the child began gathering the fallen petals running around the tree. So now, as they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths full of throngs converging to the whirlpool of the fair and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. Now, he wanted to be a part of the fair, he wanted to go and enjoy there, but still there was uh, so many people gathered there, so he was confused whether to go or not to enter the fair. A sweetmeat seller hogged gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance, and a crowd pressed round his counter at the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets, decorated with leaves of silver and gold. The child stared open eyed, and his mouth watered for the barfi that was his favorite sweet. "I want that barfi," he slowly murmured. But he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say he was greedy. So, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. And now, when they reached the fair, they saw a sweet seller selling barfi, gulab jamun, rasgulla, jalebi, etc. Seeing all those mouth-watering sweets, the child desired to have some barfi, as barfi was his favorite sweet. But he knew that his father would not buy it for him, so he did not press his demand. उसने अपनी डिमांड को उनके सामने रखा ही नहीं because he knew the answer. A flower seller hogged a garland of gulmohar. Garland means माला. तो वहाँ पे गुलमोहर की माला थी उसके पास जो वो बेच रहा था. The child seemed irresistibly drawn. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped and half murmured, "I want that garland." उसने बहुत धीरे से बोला कि मुझे वो माला चाहिए. But he well knew his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers because they would say that they were cheap. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. Now, a little ahead, a florist was selling garlands of gulmohar, and the child was once again tempted to have one, but he moved on knowing the fact that his parents wouldn't buy it for him. Now, a man stood holding a pole with yellow, red, green, and purple balloons flying from it. The child was simply carried away by the rainbow glory of their silken colors, and as he was filled with an overwhelming desire to possess them all, but he well knew his parents would never buy him the balloons because they would say he was too old to play with such toys. So he walked on further. Now, the same thing happened with the balloons also. He knew that their answer would be no, so he just walked on. A snake charmer stood playing a flute to a snake which coiled itself in a basket, its head raised in a graceful bend like the neck of a swan, while the music stole into its invisible ears like the snake charmer, but like the gentle rippling of an invisible waterfall. The child went towards the snake charmer, but knowing his parents had forbidden him to hear such coarse music as the snake charmer played, he proceeded further. Now, hardly they had moved a little ahead when they saw a snake charmer playing on his flute to a snake coiled inside a basket. The snake inside the basket often moved its neck, creating a lot of curiosity among the onlookers. The child wished to stay, but he could not do so as his parents did not want him to listen to the coarse music of the snake charmer's flute. There was a roundabout in full swing. Men, women, and children carried away in a whirling motion, shirked and cried with dizzy laughter. The child watched them intently and then he made a bold request. I want to go on the roundabout, please, father, mother. Now, as you can see, फेयर में जब मेले लगे होते हैं वहाँ पे बहुत सारे झूले होते हैं. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ swings and rides, merry go round and all. So this child also wants to go on for a ride in a roundabout. So he's pleading his father and mother that he wants to go on the roundabout. There was no reply. He turned to look at his parents. They were not there. Ahead of him, he turned to look on either side. They were not there. He looked behind. There was no sign of them. But when he heard no reply from his parents, so he just looked back, but they were not there. He searched them everywhere, but they were not there at all. A full deep cry rose within his dry throat, and with a sudden jerk of his body, he ran from where he stood, crying in real fear. Mother, father. Now he got really scared now because he couldn't find his parents there. Tears rolled down from his eyes, hot and fierce. His flushed face was convulsed with fear. Panic stricken, he ran to one side first, then to the other, hither and thither in all directions, knowing not where to go. Now he was totally confused because in fair, so many people were moving around and he got confused. He didn't know which way he should go and where to find his father and mother. His yellow turban came untied and his clothes became muddy. Having run to and fro in a rage of running for a while, he stood defeated. ना बीच बीच में वो दौड़ते दौड़ते थक जा रहा था तो वो जैसे हार मान के खड़े हो जा रहा था बीच बीच में. हिज क्राई सप्रेस्ड इनटू सॉब्स, और धीरे धीरे वो ऐसे जैसे सिसकने शुरू कर देते हैं ना, जब आप बहुत ज़्यादा रो लेते हैं तो सिसकियाँ बंध जाती हैं. तो ही स्टार्टेड सॉबिंग. At little distances on the green grass, he could see, through his filmy eyes, men and women talking. He tried to look intently among the patches of bright yellow clothes, but there was no sign of his father and mother among these people who seemed to laugh and talk just for the sake of laughing and talking. Now, there were so many people in the fair, and he could not find his parents in all those people who were laughing and talking just for the sake of it. He ran quickly again, this time to a shrine. श्राइन मीन्स एक छोटी सी जैसे एक छोटा सा टेम्पल होता है जहाँ पे लोग पूजा करने के लिए आते हैं. तो उस मेले में भी एक छोटा सा टेम्पल था to which people seemed to be crowding. Every little inch of space there was congested with men, but he ran through people's legs. अब वो छोटा सा बच्चा था तो वो पैरों के बीच में से निकल रहा था लोगों के. His little sob lingering, mother, father. Near the entrance to the temple, however, the crowd became very thick. Men jostled with each other. People were struggling to enter the temple. Heavy men with flashing murderers' eyes and hefty shoulders. Now, एक छोटे बच्चे के नज़रिए से अगर आप देखेंगे from his perspective, all the grown-ups were like very huge and they were very scary. The poor child struggled to thrust away between their feet, but knocked to and fro by their brutal movements. He might have been trampled underfoot. और इतनी भीड़ में वो शायद he might have got trampled, या वो जो उस भीड़ में कुचला भी जा सकता था. Had he not been shrieked at the highest pitch of his voice, लेकिन तभी उसने ज़ोर से चीखा. Father, mother, a man in the surging crowd heard his cry and stooping with great difficulty lifted him up in his arms. तभी एक आदमी ने उसको नोटिस किया और उसको जल्दी से अपनी आर्म्स में उठा लिया. हाउ डिड यू गेट हियर चाइल्ड, हुज बेबी आर यू? और उससे पूछा कि तुम यहाँ कैसे आए और तुम किसके बच्चे हो. द मैन आस्क्ड एज ही स्टीयर्ड क्लियर ऑफ द मास, और उसने जल्दी से भीड़ को हटाया. द चाइल्ड वेप्ट मोर बिटरली देन एवर नाउ एंड ओनली क्राइड, आई वॉन्ट माई मदर एंड आई वॉन्ट माई फादर. कि मुझे मेरे मम्मी पापा चाहिए. वो ज़ोर ज़ोर से रोने लग गया. द मैन ट्राई टू सूद हिम बाई टेकिंग हिम टू द राउंड अबाउट. विल यू हैव अ राइड ऑन द हॉर्स? He gently asked as he approached the ring. The child's throat tore into a thousand shrill sobs, and he only shouted, I want my mother, I want my father. अब वो जो मैन था उसने सोचा कि मैं थोड़ा सा बच्चे को डिस्ट्रैक्ट करता हूँ, तो उसने कहा कि क्या तुम उस राउंड अबाउट पे एक राइड लेना चाहोगे, क्या तुम उस घोड़े पर बैठना चाहोगे. बट नाउ द चाइल्ड डजंट वांट एनी ऑफ दीज थिंग्स एंड ऑल ही वांट्स इज मदर एंड फादर. The man headed towards the place where the snake charmer still played on the flute to the swaying cobra. Listen to that nice music, child, he pleaded. But the child shut his ears with his fingers and shouted his double pitched strain, I want my mother, I want my father. Now, all those things he wanted so badly early in the story, right now he's refusing all of them because all he wants right now is to have his parents back. So he's refusing all those things right now. The man took him near the balloons, thinking the bright colors of the balloons would distract the child's attention and quieten him. Would you like a rainbow colored balloon? He persuasively asked. अब वो पूछता है कि क्या तुम्हें ये रेनबो कलर्ड बलून चाहिए, उसको डिस्ट्रैक्ट करने के लिए, उसको थोड़ा सा परसुएट करने के लिए. लेकिन वो उन्हें भी मना कर देता है और बार बार वही रिपीट करता रहता है अपनी लाइन को, दैट आई वॉन्ट माई मदर, आई वॉन्ट माई फादर. द मैन स्टिल ट्राइंग टू मेक द चाइल्ड हैप्पी बोर हिम टू द गेट वेयर द फ्लावर सेलर सैट. लुक, कैन यू स्मेल दोज नाइस फ्लावर्स चाइल्ड, वुड यू लाइक अ गार्लैंड टू पुट अराउंड योर नेक. अब वहाँ पर वो जो फूल वाला होता है वो भी बैठा होता है, तो वहीं पर लेकर जाता है उसको कि क्या तुम एक गार्लैंड लेना चाहोगे, बट वो रिफ्यूज़ कर देता है. द चाइल्ड टर्न्ड हिज नोज अवे फ्रॉम द बास्केट एंड रिपीटेड हिज सॉब, एंड ही जस्ट कीप्स ऑन सेइंग दैट आई वांट माई मदर, आई वांट माई फादर. Thinking to humor his disconsolate charge by a gift of sweets, the man took him to the counter of the sweet shop. What sweets would you like, child? He asked. The child turned his face from the sweet shop and only sobbed. अब वो वहाँ स्वीट शॉप पे भी लेकर जाता है उस बच्चे को, लेकिन वो बच्चा फिर से रोने लगता है और बस एक ही बात को दोहराता रहता है, दैट आई वांट माई मदर, आई वांट माई फादर. सो दिस स्टोरी टेल्स यू अबाउट how things may get changed, and how we must set our priorities in our life. You see, our family is the first thing or the topmost priority in our life, and nothing can replace it. All these worldly things, all these materialistic things can never replace our family members, they can never replace our near and dear ones. So we must prioritize things in our life. So I hope you've understood the chapter, and I'll be sharing the word meanings with you in the group, and you have to write the word meanings and question answers in your fair notebook and submit your work by tomorrow evening. And thank you for watching this video.